going? Welcome to Gen-Dro Studios, where we stream games all the time. Sorry I'm a little late this morning. Just a little late start, you know, kind of stayed up all night doing stuff. But yeah, now I'm finally back, and we're fully prepared and ready than ever. God, it's been quite a journey, for sure. But I am thankful that you guys are here to watch me and enjoy this stream. I hope that you guys give me some feedback and let me know what you guys want to see next. And if you want to leave some feedback without being on stream or posting anything on YouTube, you can go ahead and join my Discord. I have a link provided. We got links all over the place, but go ahead and check it out. I have Twitter, Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. It's pretty simple. 4 standard places that I usually hang out with, hoping to add more in the future. But until then, that's what you got. And hopefully that you guys enjoy all the new additions that we put onto this in the future. I'm probably going to add another game. I'm thinking Hangman on here. So I'll have that event going. And you guys remember that even though I have events playing automatically, you guys can start your own games while I'm streaming. You have every choice to do that, and I will let you know what the commands are if you have any questions. But generally, you're looking at exclamation scramble, exclamation trivia, exclamation hangman, and a whole bunch of other commands. All you gotta do is let me know. Eventually, I'll have a command that will allow you to see all the commands, so that way you have a better time doing it. And I can also make it where it's an event as well, where it's on a timer base, where it'll shoot all the commands for you, so that way you guys have an idea of what you can do and what you can't do. That's pretty much all I have for Gen-Dro news for today. Hopefully that was enough to satiate your little taste buds and make sure that you guys want to come back for more. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you. I'm going to go ahead and get started on Dyson Sphere, because, you know, it's a thing. Let me go ahead and check out where I am right now. Let's go ahead and put TSP game. That looks good, looking good. Nice and quick, just the way I like it. Oh man, it's so weird. Whenever I don't have like a background music playing, I have to hear myself. I feel like I'm talking extra loud when it comes to like streaming by myself without any kind of background music. I was thinking that maybe I should just leave background music all the time, but then again, some people enjoy game music more so than they need like, you know, regular music, I guess. All I can really use is Harris Heller, though, because unfortunately, everybody has royalties on everything, and it's fine. It's completely acceptable. I don't have a problem with that. I actually am very grateful, and I just want to give another shout out to Harris Heller for all his awesome music that he allows us to play for free. It really is nice to have a creator who actually distributes stuff back to the community. So yeah, and I think he's been doing it for a while now. So there's that. All right, let me go ahead and minimize this crap real quick. Get this shit going. All right, so usually I do challenge. I've been trying to do a challenge for every game that I play. The problem with the challenging on this game is like I'm very beginnerish, noobish. Throwing out challenges on a game that I'm not 100% familiar with seems kind of pointless and dumb. So until then, we'll just live with what we got. Now I need to remind myself what I was doing. I think I was setting up a factory overseas, and I was setting up some lines so that they can carry all this good stuff over here. But I'm going to go ahead and waste some gas to do that. Oh no, it looks like I'm out of gas now that I'm talking about it. Alright, so before we move on, let me go ahead and pick up some trees, because that's necessary. For those of you guys joining in, don't forget to follow. And don't be afraid to chat up. I like being able to chat with you guys. It's always a load of fun. See if I actually need to check if my thing is going good. I don't want my stuff to be skipping. It looks like it's running pretty decently. I'm kind of glad that they efficiently made this game. I don't really have too many frame skip issues with this. But if you guys do have issues, any kind of feedback would be 100% appropriate and acceptable. I have no problems with that. It's not bothering me any. I'm here to entertain you. That is my job. That is what I love to do. That is what I want to do. So if you're not being entertained, let me know. If the frame skips are so horrible that you can't stand it, let me know. I will do everything in my power. Although, I have a few little couple things that I'm working on as far as my PC is concerned. So when I first started this thing, I had basic knowledge of how to build a computer from like when I was a child. Complete. But there's a lot of components and things that are new from when I was growing up to now. A lot of upgrades, a lot of new things. Like, I remember back in the day, there was no like water cooling system to put on your PC. That just wasn't a thing yet at that time when I was growing up. So, you know, it's just all new. And I'm putting 100% effort to learn though. So, I'm sure that I will pick it all up in no time. I know that I'm dumb and I have like, but I'm not dumb because I can't learn. I'm dumb because I don't have a lot of information. I guess you could say I'm more ignorant than dumb in that case. But yeah, shit, how do I get down again? No, that's not it. There we go. I know that like, for me, I don't have a lot of I don't have a lot of experience because I've been working. Like once you become an adult, it becomes extremely hard to like work anything out nowadays. And things are changing progressively, like all the time. So I basically had to play catch up for. Let's see. The last time I knew how to fully upgrade a computer to specs was probably when I was 19. So I'm 38 now, so almost 20 years. I have been playing catch up 20 years of being out of the loop. And then it is quite the experience. Upgrade. Sometimes, I don't even know if everybody else has that. Sometimes I just like hit my head on a wall. Like I find myself just being like, oh, I don't understand any of this. Why? Why does everything have to be so difficult? I hear in my head, I'm like, ah, God. Now I understand why people call me old. Like, no, we're not going to let age stop us. We're not going to let those ages bring us down. We're going to go ahead and learn as much as we possibly can and catch up the best way we can. That's pretty much the play. That's like been my attitude. Like, that's my go-to. That's my mantra. I'm literally just hardcore just, no, I'm not letting this happen to me. Alright, so it looks like I got everything pretty good. I think I was working on defenses because as far as I see this right here, but I know I haven't built any fleets, so that's probably going to be the plan, is to build some fleets to protect my areas. So that way when the dark people attack. And while you guys have realized that, probably realized from a couple of my streams they haven't attacked yet, that's on purpose. I'm trying to learn, because all of this is really confusing to me. But they will attack, and they are around. I didn't make it so they wouldn't. They're there. I just have them further away. What's up, Hellfire 301? Welcome to the stream. Always nice to have you back. Because this one doesn't even have a fleet, so I'm going to have to be focusing on fleet building for a minute. That's fine. It's a lengthy process, but it's worth it. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's so expensive to build anything. Alright, let's see. We want to make prototypes. A bunch of them. And it looks like we need a combination of glass, copper, and iron. Doesn't look like we need steel components, so I don't have to worry about that. So, copper, iron, and silicate or rock. Something like that of that nature, and we will have what we need. Morning. Nah, man. Tech moves stupid fast. Not worth keeping up with the Joneses. Well, I mean, like, price-wise, sure. Like, I wouldn't try to keep up technologically. Like, my PC, for what it is, until I upgrade the processor, is crap. But once I upgrade the processor, which isn't the best one, my game should be running, like, smooth like butter. I should have no issues whatsoever. Crossing my fingers. But, like, keeping up, like, as in learning terms, learning how things work, learning how to program, learning a web design, and learning how to create things, animations, all that. All this stuff was completely out of my expertise for a long time. And so that's why I'm just like, all right, we need to figure out how to do all this shit, because it's all necessary. And a lot of people don't realize how much goes into, like, actually making anything online and just throwing it. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of work. And while they do know that some people know that it's a lot of work, they don't know exactly what that entails. So I always like to talk about it too. Like, I want to share that journey with you guys, because the journey is really where it's at. Ooh, I got some turrets here too. Let's see if I can build any more of these. We're short on rock, so we're gonna have to go to the rock area.
Flight mode.
Let's take a look here. Hello. Grab this real quick. That should allow me to make 4 more of these, because I need at least 8. Yeah. I'm still working on the first one. Alright, let's go ahead and plop some turrets down and see if we can't connect them to the new bullet shop that we have. Where have I been setting these up, though? Have I set any up? It looks like I have all of them. I need to strategically place them correctly so that way they can receive ammo, but not get in the way of production. I know it looks like a bunch of zigzags everywhere, but I'm doing the best I can. I can't do anymore. Alright, let's see, where did I put that bullet shit?
Flight mode.
I have a copper thing. The one I'm looking at is super far away from everything else. That's the one I want. Is it this one? Is this the one that's making me bullets? It is! Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and land real quick. Get these these lines running. So I guess my first turret will probably be right here by the defense station. So let's go ahead and put that in there. I think. Flip that out. Still not done, huh? Alright. Does it matter which direction, though? I'm like halfway wondering if it does. No biggie.
You've built a Gauss turret.
Yeah!
This is a defense facility. It consumes ammo and energy to strike enemies within its range. You can either directly build Gauss turrets on conveyor belts that are built on the ground, or use conveyor belts to string Gauss turrets together.
Oh, they can actually string them together, huh? Now that is not a bad thing. I was worried for a minute, but now that I see it, this is perfect. If I can string them together, it'll make the whole build really easy to work with. Alright, we can do that. Alright. I guess we just gotta strategically place them around. Nice. The attack speed of the spiders got higher. 10% higher. I mean, not too much. It's the tools that I'm learning and the new terms. But it's not 100% hard to do. As a matter of fact, I had, because I'm part of a group called the Content Collective, and we share ideas and support each other in streams and stuff like that. and one of them suggested that I make videos to show how to do it, and I'm seriously thinking about that. I know that I have somebody who wants to edit for me, so that's an option. So I don't know what you guys think. Do you think I should make a tutorial? Like, is that a thing that should I do that to help you guys? Because I can give you like a basic beginner's idea of how to do things, which would make things super easy for a lot of creators. Because it was a process to learn, but like once you get it, you're just like, I can't believe how easy this is. This is stupid. I can't believe this crap. Like, I was fretting over nothing. This shit's garbage easy. Alright, I think I can now make... I started a game of trivia. Type the number of the answers to the following questions. On which day did the attempted coup d'etat of 1991 in the Soviet Union begin? 1. December 24th, 2. December 26th, 3. August 21st, or 4. August 19th. I have no idea. I'm gonna go 4. 4 it is. I like that trivia. I like learning new things. That is one of the coolest things. I know like a lot of people probably wouldn't agree, but I think it's one of the coolest things I ever used. It's pretty cool. Alright, I need a little bit more iron. Just a little bit, so I can make 90 of these. Because I wouldn't want to just sit there and... Whoa! I'm gonna need all of those. I'm not even joking. Ooh, and it looks like I have my fleets already made, so let's go ahead and add a fleet to this baby. Yeah. Now I got a fleet protecting that. Let's go ahead to the other area while I'm thinking about it, while I'm building these
Flight mode.
things real quick. Alright. So let's go ahead and throw the rest of these in here. I was hoping it would let me do it like super fast, just click around it. I got like 12 out of 12 construction modules here too. So I don't have to worry about repairs. This is a factory building game. Have you ever tried one of these before? My only questions on that is, do you use a drawing tablet / pad? If so, what one do you use? I tried one of the Wacom ones that doesn't have a screen. I just couldn't get used to it. I want one of those, but they're I want the ones with the screens. But I am using a Huon. That's what I use for all my drawing stuff, and so I can go a little bit further into detail about it. That's what it looks like. It's nice and smooth and big, because big helps. And then I have my hot tabs right here for whenever I want to change things up. I set these up for like my brush strokes. I set these up for certain colors, depending on what I'm doing. So that way I can just click and not have to click on anything else. That makes drawing a lot easier. There's a measurement tab right here. It has numbers on the bottom here, and it kind of gives me an idea of where I'm at. So as long as I look at that for a guide, I know exactly where my place is. You got little lines right here that show you the corners and the ends of where you're at. So as long as you're paying attention, the screen would be helpful, and I think my artwork would be 100 times better if I had something with a screen on it, but they're so expensive. So I'll probably invest in that later on when I start doing better art and actually doing more with my artwork. But until then, it works, and it's a fairly good one too. It definitely helps. Sometimes I'll go and I'll be lazy, and for example, if I'm not doing anything detailed oriented, if I'm doing regular graphics or editing, son of a bitch, pocket's a pain in the ass to deal with. Sometimes when I No, I haven't. Who is a better artist? You or my sister? I am 100 times better than your sister. But only because I have a hell of a lot more experience and I did go to art school. And I worked as a tattoo artist. So yeah, I kind of have like, I kind of have a little bit more of experience with artwork. I have a good background, but doing it on the computer as opposed to doing it on paper is a completely different monster. You have to understand that when you're doing it on the computer, you're doing pixels, and you're paying attention to pixels, and you can do a whole lot more. And some things you don't even have to draw. You have certain programs that'll do the work for you. All you have to do is adjust it, customize it, and visualize it, and know what you're doing, and you can pretty much make whatever you want look pretty as hell. I am a cartoon artist. I don't do realistic stuff. So for realism, on the computer is impossible. Realism on a sketch pad, super easy. I haven't transitioned because there's a lot of colors involved in doing realism. A lot of colors.
Mineral depleted.
No, not the mineral depleted. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue the game. I'm having fun talking to you guys, and I completely forgot about the game. I'm sorry. All right.
Flight mode.
All right. So now that I got my stuff done here, and I built all of the stuff I need for the lines. At least I hope I built all of them. Let's go ahead and stick some here. These have a pretty good range, so I think... Why does it give me this? Okay. That's weird. Do I have to turn it? Is that what I have to do? Let me go ahead and turn that and see if that works. The first time I built turrets in this game. No, I don't want to produce any more turrets. I got enough turrets. Let's try rotating it. How do I rotate it? There we go. See if that works a little bit better. Hopefully it does. Or maybe I can leave it the way it is and then just run it through the side, maybe? Yeah. I think I'll do that. I'll just run it through the side. We'll do like an angle. We'll run it here. It's about here, and then it'll go right through. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. Nice. I like that. I'm glad they have that system where you can just run it through the inside. That's really cool. Oh, that's exactly what I had. I just checked my Amazon purchases. Don't know why I thought Wacom. Because Wacom's a popular brand, and it's either Huon or Wacom, usually. Those are usually the two top brands that you usually go for drawing pads. But yeah, I think you're on the nose. It would be a lot easier to do artwork if I had the screen one. One day I'll get it. It's just such a big price tag for something that I don't use too often. Not to say I wouldn't, but I don't know. I just don't see myself using it like that. Okay. Alright, that should get the bullets running through these. I want to see how this works. Does it fill up and then move across to the turret? Yeah, I think it is. I know that I should use like higher turrets. That'd probably be smarter. But for now, it works for what it is. Besides, it's going to be a combination of turrets, missile launchers, and the air fleets. And as far as a 1 to 10, how good are you at art, like drawing and stuff like that? I would give myself... If I actually put forth the effort, I would give myself an 8.5. If I gave myself, if I actually put in 100% effort, busted my ass to get something that looked really good, I would say I'm an 8.5. But like I said, I'm a cartoon artist. I can draw anime, I can draw cartoons, but realism always gives me the boot. Too much to go on. I think if I was able to up my realism game, I'd probably be way, way better. But that takes practice, time, and studying that I don't want to do. Alright, so that is a large range of where these turrets can go. Oh, so I want to put one right here. And that should cover a good portion of the area just from that alone. Let's go ahead and put this here. Look at them go. They're fast as hell. Look at all those fleets. It's nice that I don't have to do all the work. Would you do a drawing for me? It would be for an ideal or a tattoo that I want to get for the first time, and it is a memorial tattoo of my father. It's a cross with a heartbeat. Alright, I'm going to tell you something, and this is not being rude, because I love you, buddy. And I would never be mean to you on purpose. Please understand that I don't do artwork for free. I don't. I do it. I do it if there's a trade-off. And I would do it for you because you're family and because I love you. But here's something you need to understand about artwork. It takes a lot of time and it takes energy. And I'm already streaming and I'm working on the artwork. So I really don't have the time to do it. As much as I would love to do it, I would love to. And on top of that, you also have to understand that just because I drew something out for you does not mean that the tattoo artist can actually emulate what I draw for you.
Upgrade.
It really depends on the tattoo artists themselves. So if you don't have an artist that you trust, or if you don't do the right research, whatever I draw for you can be completely butchered on you. So please be careful with that. Please. I cannot stress enough how many bad tattoo artists there are out there. It's insane how bad they are. I'm giving myself a 5. My best was a 7. Yeah, I say that my average is about a 6, 7. Generally, because I'm so used to it, I did it so many times. But my best is definitely 8.5. I love you too, buddy. Maybe if I have some more time, I can work on the side, but I just don't see it happening while I'm trying to build the channel right this moment. But because, for example, and I could just give you a quick, easy drawing, and that would probably solve that issue. But I really, like, your dad was super important to you, and I really think that you need something that's really 100% worked on and, like, 100% effort. Like, something that I would, like put some time and effort into. Because your dad was a really good person, and he's going to be missed horribly. I wouldn't want to butcher that or give you a half-assed drawing of that. I would not. Seriously, that would be so bad. I would feel horrible. And you know what? Your sister would never forgive me. That's another thing that would happen. She would never forgive me. She would be so mad at me if I messed up something like that. She would literally be on my ass about it. I just know it. Alright, let's put a turret here. This looks like a good spot, right? It's like right next to all my stuff. Hopefully it doesn't get away with my production. Yeah, we know you don't got no ammo. Well, walk in here!
Turret is short of ammo. Most turrets need ammo to fire. Click on a turret to open its panel and replenish ammo manually. Of course, it'd be better to constantly supply ammo with conveyor belts.
I was already ahead of you, man. I already figured I'm going to need them. The moment I saw that you could produce those things on a conveyor line, I already knew what was up. That's what's up. Alright, looks like we're going to need to build some more of these. Tourette. The Tourette of Legions. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please don't worry about it. I was just only wondering. You get too much. You got too much on your plate right now, and like you say, even if you draw a 10 blueprint, it probably would not work out for whoever I go with to do the ink. I'm glad you understand. I just feel so bad about it because, like, I would want to do it for you. It's not like I don't. I just don't have time. Oh, and like it's hard to not worry about it because you are family. So it would suck butt to be mean about it. I wonder if I should have turrets in the center. Alright, we got a new daily poll. Which game... Oh, okay, it's not new. It's the same one. Which game from this weekend did you feel resonated with you the most? If you guys have already answered your answers, you don't have to worry about that. But for those of you who just came in or have not come by, you can always visit twitch.tv/gen_dro so you can go ahead and answer these polls, or you can come by and visit my Discord and give me some input, some feedback. What do you want to see? How do you like the games that I'm playing? Stuff like that. Because I am a variety gamer, I want to pay attention to you guys and make sure that you guys get the content that you need. Or want, really. That could be a necessity, right? Just a little bit. Why aren't my own robots popping out and fixing this? Lazy bums. Alright, so we got so far 3 turrets, and I have 7 in my inventory. Oof. I think I might have overdid it on the turret making. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Alright, let's go ahead and put one here to protect my electricity. It's funny that I can't get electricity from this. What the flying F? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate the support.
Replication complete.
Alright, now let's go ahead and... do that. Alright, it looks good. Looks good. Am I running out though? Am I still building more? No, I ran out already? Fuck, dude. This is a big ass project. I'm gonna need more steel in a minute. Actually, while I'm waiting, might as well go pick some up, right? No time like the present. I wonder how I ended up losing so much. It's crazy. Right, that should give me enough turrets. I should pick up a few more of these for things other than turrets. I just thought something when you told me that you were searching for an Atari. How funny it messed up is that I told you that Atari that I gave you in Savannah was from DK Oldies. Was it from DK Oldies? I didn't know. Alright, let's see. Everything's looking good so far.
Flight mode.
I'm actually as messy as it looks and how weird it looks. I definitely like my setup for whatever. It screams Dro vibes all day. It's Dro vibing all the way. All right, now let's go ahead and run this turret. Where the fuck? I hate when I lose my place. Damn it! There it is. There's my conveyor line. All you gotta do is zoom in, buddy. Let's go ahead and put this in here. Kind of sucks that I have to put a power line here right next to power. All right. I think I covered a good portion of my base. Just a little bit. I guess we should run the turret over here, maybe? Yeah, I think we'll put the turret over here. I'm just joking with you. I'll never buy anything off of there. They're extremely, they're extremely expensive. I don't even know. I've never bought anything there personally, so I wouldn't know myself. But I didn't think there was any bad rumors about them. What kind of bad rumors were there? I'm actually curious. Maybe I'll do some research and see if there's any validity to whatever they're saying. I think it'd probably be best to do it right there. And then run a conveyor. It's gonna be all squiggly and shit. The squiggly line conveyor! Let's go. Outside. Inside. There and there. I didn't want to build the turret where that crude oil seep is because I might use that later. And I don't want to clutter that area because I'm probably going to make another oil refinery place right there. A couple of years ago, I came across people complaining about the consoles they got not working. Huh. One, they overpriced their stuff, and two, I don't know now, but before, they never clean their consoles out and sometimes send out broken and damaged consoles. And when you order something off of their website and you pick for the original controller, they'll send you an aftermarket controller. Oh, hell no. No, that's fucked up. Aftermarket controllers are not good. I draw the line at aftermarket controllers. You're not going to give me a system that I paid for full price and whatever extreme overinflated price and give me a cheap fucking controller that's garbage. Absolutely not. You better give me the original working controller. Especially for the prices I've seen on their websites. Dude, it's just insane. They go by collector prices, right? So if you're going by collector prices, you have to understand that your site is catered to collectors. You can't just fucking half-ass that shit. You can't give somebody garbage. What the fuck? Dude, if I pay collector prices for anything, you better give me fucking mint condition. All I'm saying is it better be mint condition or close to it. You're not gonna give me some garbage. Dude, I can't imagine how upset they must have been. Holy shit, they must have been pissed. They must have been angry as fuck. Oh man, that is wrong. I hope there's no truth to that, but like if there is, that's fucked up. Extremely. I would be extremely upset. Holy crap. Alright, let's go ahead and run. Hopefully I have enough. I'm gonna have to go squiggly here. Full squiggly. Are you serious? I'm out of... Damn it, I'm out of conveyors already. Ah, Jesus. And this is why I'm not using the faster ones, because it's just so expensive. I'll upgrade these conveyors eventually. I just... it's so much steel. Also in a video, they broke a whole bunch of Game Boy Advance SP handhelds, and one of the supposedly fake handheld with a super rare IQ Game Boy fans handheld. Oh wow! So they were just putting emulators and ROMs inside these shells of Game Boys. That's funny. But I heard of similar things happening too, because I heard that some people were using those 3D printers to create cartridges like replicas, and they were just copying the stickers and everything and just putting it on there, and they were just selling it. And I saw a lot of it when I was shopping on Mercari. When I went on Mercari, there was a couple of people who had some fake stuff. And for future reference, for any of you guys who are doing any collection, make sure that you read a lot and research before you buy, because you're going to end up one of these people who buys a game on any of these sites or Mercari, for example, and you don't know what you're looking for. Always check for full pictures. You want full pictures. And when you get the item in the mail, make sure that you take the picture of your cartridge. If you see something's off about it, take a picture of your cartridge front and back and make sure you report that. You will get a refund, and 9 times out of 10, they don't even make you ship it back. That's pretty much on them for fraud. 9 times out of 10. They might make you pay it back. I never ran into that because I did my research, but it's definitely a fear that everybody should have about these scammers. They're literally duplicating discs. As shitty as a behavior that is, it does happen. A super rare IQ Game Boy Advance SP they broke because they were breaking a whole bunch of fake stuff. They got called on that for breaking a rare item? Oh, shit. Looks like they got the attention they needed, though.
Complete.
Now, hear me out. In cases like these, some people believe that bad publicity is still good publicity. I don't think I'm going to build anything around here yet. I'll wait till I expand further. But I think, for the most part, putting about 6 turrets in, I have most of my base pretty well defended. It looks good. I want to build the turret the other way too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a splitter right where I started at. And then we're going to split it going the other way. So that way we can do a little wraparound. Because I do want to put a turret up there. So let's go ahead. Have I built a splitter around here yet? Do I have anything? Splitters are expensive. Of course not. I need steel. Of course I do. When do I not need steel? Alright. Get this going. I guess I'm going to have to assemble some of this. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh no. That was not the way I was supposed to go. Did not mean to do that. Whoopsies. There we go. That looks better. Get in there. Alright. Now we can run the conveyor out that way. Sweet deal. I remember seeing that whole debacle. I didn't know that Game Boy was rare. yeah, the scam. I haven't seen that one yet, but I have seen scammers sell pictures of consoles instead of the consoles themselves. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's a scam and a half. Holy crap! If I ran across that, I would lose my mind. I was like, why the F are they breaking these? You know, it's rare. I think it was a Korea or China where they had a law back in there where there was no video games. So Nintendo had to come up with a way to work around that law to still be able to sell games to Korea. Wow, I did not know that. Some good stuff right there. I like that. I love information like that. Alright, let's go ahead and put another turret here. Protect my interests. I guess we should probably turn this. There we go. Oh no, I went too far. Okay, this should work. Yeah, baby. That's a fun fact. You go, heavy gamer, with your fun facts of the day. It is a fun fact, though. Yeah, if they're not shut down, I'm pretty sure they were using the bad publicity bit. All right, Gen-Droids, it's time for an daily poll. Which game would you like to see more of in Gen-Dro Studios? Type 1 for RPG, Type 2 for FPS, Type 3 for SIM, Type Choice 4 for fighting, Type Choice 5 for survival, and Type Choice 6 for roguelike. All of these are added up, and I have them stored inside my PC, and I will be taking a look at them when the week is up to see if there's enough to actually post, and I will post results as soon as we got a good amount of selection. So be looking forward to that. I'll be putting that on my Twitch page as well as announcing it on stream. So that's always fun to do. No, what are you doing? What are you acting funky for? You know what? Fuck it. Just put the down turret. Alright. That looks good. I guess it's the hill that throws it off. But after that, it doesn't let me do it. You bastards. How dare you! Here's a good link to the video that will tell you all about it. I'll definitely take a look at that. That looks like something I want to take a look at and read up on. Still, it's still shocking how people can do that to other people. The greed in this country has literally sank it. Good Lord, man. That is knuckin' futs, bro. Knuckin' futs. No. I guess we gotta get some more steel. Damn it.
Flight mode.
Fly away. Go ahead and grab some of that. But yeah, I really like to emphasize how important it is to be very, very careful about these websites and to kind of think outside the box when dealing with people like that. Like, for example, I don't know if that's what their end goal was, to make a negative publicity and try to turn around and transform it into positive publicity. I don't know if that was exactly their plan. I can't speak for them. It just sounds like it, and it's a good theory. I'm not a representative of DK Oldies or anything like that, but I will say that there are companies like them who will do stuff like that to get attention. So be really careful. And when buying from anybody, eBay, Macquarie, or any of these side sites, and you're buying off of people, please be aware that not everyone's trustworthy. Please be careful on all your purchases. It is super important that you guys all take care of yourself and your valuables, because people are out there to steal it. It's a rough time. The economy is crap right now. It's to be expected. I'm not saying it's right, just saying it's to be expected. So please be careful, everyone. Okay, good. No! I thought it was going to work. Damn it. Guess we'll just throw it out here. I wish I was looking at crowd control, and I was thinking about adding a crowd control for some of the games so you guys can actually do stuff while I'm playing and kind of interact with it. And I was like, man, I want to try see if they have anything for Dyson Sphere. They don't. I'm so frustrated about that. But I want to try it out. I tried challenges this week for RimWorld and Oni, but I can do crowd control on RimWorld. So I might try the challenge with crowd control, so that way you guys can mess with me while I'm trying to take the challenge. That would be extra fun. I was wondering if you guys would like that. If you guys want to kind of give me some feedback on how you would want to play, how you would want to do it. But I kind of like, I want more for you guys to do while you're watching me, so that way we can all have fun together. I heard for Halloween everyone's gonna dress up in a suit and have ear patch or ear band-aids. That tells you the times we're living in the United States. Yeah. Most definitely. The time we're living in is pretty messed up, man. It's not any of y'all's faults, though. We just... Here's my theory on the situation, and you could take it or leave it or take it with a grain of salt, however you want to do it. Here's my opinion on world events, alright? The reason why shit has gone off the deep end is when you put too much pressure on something. Here's an example. If you put too much pressure on something, eventually it's going to expand, break, but it's going to expand. It's going to, as soon as you push on it, it's going to, and that's what's happening to our country. All right, and what way? I'll explain. So, America has been known to be one of the more oppressive places to live nowadays, and like socially oppressive. You like in, for example, like the 60s, 70s, and 80s, it was a different time where you weren't allowed to do half the stuff. People didn't even sleep in the same bed on TV. There was no swearing. Everything was just kosher. And then, you pushed it. They pushed that agenda so much, and people just got tired of it. Not everybody is going to be religious. Not everybody is going to watch their language. Not everybody wants to even worry about that. People want the nitty gritty. They always do, secretly. And so when you put that pressure on a community for so long, what ends up happening is there's an explosion of the opposite that comes afterwards. And so what in this description I'm talking about, we're talking about probably, I'd say, around after the millennium. It started before that. You saw signs of it in the 90s, but probably, I'd say, right after the millennium, 2000, we started seeing more sex on TV. We started seeing more kissing on TV. We started seeing more things that if you were living back in the day, you would be horrified. And I can only imagine what goes into our elderly's head as they see this. They grew up in a time where none of this was okay, and now it is. And the reason why it's okay is because we pushed it. If you restrict people too much, that's what's going to happen. And the same thing's going to happen when you push people too far in the economy. Eventually, it's going to break. And you may believe that this economy is going to last forever. Oh, you're just whatever. No, the history proves time and time again, if you push on something too hard and too long, we will go the other way, because that's how the world works. So, yes, we are living in a time where you may feel comfortable right now, but trust me, give it about 2 decades, probably even less than that, who knows? You're going to see a big change happening. If between 30 years, between the 70s to 2000, you saw that huge change, just imagine between 2020 to 2050, the big huge change you're going to see later on. I'll be around 70, 69, 68, around that point, and I'll be one of those people like, oh my god, nothing's the same way as it used to be, and it's going to be fucking crazy. The world is going crazy because of that. So yeah, I foresee a lot of crazy stuff happening. Take it with a grain of salt if you want to. I'm just speaking my piece. It's a food for thought. And this is nothing political. This is just straight facts. It's in history every day. Alright, now we have enough. Let's see if we can actually travel across the water. We can! Yay! So now we have fleet. We got a bunch of turrets. I think we're pretty much almost done with our defensive perimeter. And now I can feel more comfortable building other stuff now. I'll worry about the missiles later. The missiles are going to be a little bit different. I won't be able to create a easy line like I did before because this only requires copper. Let's see. Let me go ahead and take a look at how much what missiles do. So with missiles, I'll need all that. What the fuck? So yeah, fine. Lots of copper and some steel. So it's going to be a combination of copper and steel. I don't see anything glass-wise, which I'm thankful for because I don't want to deal with glass. But this requires coal. I'm going to have to find a coal plant and a coal area and a copper area that's close together so we can start sending out missiles. That's what we're going to have to do. And I'm probably going to have to run it through multiple factories if I want it efficient enough, because those take a while to build. Even for me, it takes a minute. So we're definitely going to have to do a little bit of finagling to get the right setting. Beautiful. Looking sexy. What do you mean you don't have bullets? Just kidding. I know what you mean. Alright, and then we just need one more turret. That's pretty much all we need. One more turret. Right here. I don't know how I'm going to finagle this, but I'm going to do it. I'd say about right here is a good spot. And then we'll run the conveyor. God, I'm going to have to build more. Should we go straight? Yeah, I think we can go this way. Damn it. Not enough. I mean, RimWorld has something. When you say RimWorld has something like that, you mean like RimWorld has that option in the thing? Because the way one I was thinking about was with crowd control. I think the buttons are like the buttons for crowd control will be below, or maybe it opens up a window. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I've never used crowd control on somebody else's. I should look and see if I can find somebody who uses it, and maybe I can figure it out. I don't know, but I want to use it, and I want to, you know, have it so you guys fuck with me while I'm playing my game. I know it sounds weird. I want you to hurt me.
Replication complete.
Let's go ahead, sir. And I think that's it. That is it for our defensive procedures, and looks like we got a whole bunch of upgrades while we were doing that completed, so we have nothing. We have nothing running right now. Hey, look at that. And then look at all that I have to work with. Damn it! What does it cost? Ooh, these are all yellow, huh? I guess it's about time that I stop upgrading myself and start upgrading everything else. Well, I could probably do this one. Let's do vertical constructions. But it looks like I'm going to have to go to the regular technology tree and start working on this. Now what to do? Let's NQ that. There we go. Q that. What is this? Unlocks organic crystal. Oh, this is what I can use for the sulfuric. Good, good, good. I was wondering what the hell I was going to do with the sulfuric acid. I was upset. I was like, damn it, man. I'm just building up a whole bunch. But the good thing about that is because I have stockpiled so much sulfuric acid, I'll have plenty to make the rest of this stuff. And I'm pretty sure sulfuric is going to be like one of the major components in making the yellow. I think. It should be. Alright, everything's looking good. Running like a well-oiled machine. I think it's similar to counter control from an external source. The one I saw, Twitch chat was able to do supply drops and call in raids. Actually, let's take a look at something. Since I'm pretty much... Whoa, scramble! I guess I can join this one. Damn it. Let me join. There we go. Where there's gonna be tacos. Alright, let's take a look at something that I wanted to do here real quick so you guys can see something. Don't worry, I'm not shutting down the game or anything. No, I don't want the browser source. Wrong one. Whoopsies. I want display capture. There it is. Alright. Go ahead and minimize that real quick. So you guys can see it. As soon as I pop it up, I'll look at it real quick. Crowd control, crowd control, crowd control. So, crowd. I guess it doesn't want to run when I'm playing? Oh, no, it's doing it. Okay. It looks good. Looks good. Alright, so when I was looking in here... So you guys can see what's going on here. I'm going to go ahead and start this display thing. So when I was looking in here, I typed in RimWorld. An issue has been reported where reloading saves multiple times will cause effects to duplicate. If you notice effects double up or more, close the game and reopen. Hey, no problem. Alright, so it usually tells you... Okay, so in this one, you can... it gives you animal self-tame, animal stampede, colony, create hats, destroy hats, foul food, harvest bounty, healing grace, hunter becomes the hunted, infestation, limb replacement, mental break, orbital barrage, new recruit, mood boost, meteorite crash landing, outbreak, power outage, raining cats and dogs. I don't know if that's literal cats and dogs, but probably just rain. Random gift, random quest, research breakthrough, resurrect colonists, super gift, wild man horde, wildfire, and trade caravan. Period. It's literal. So, like, that's what I wanted to add for that. So I was wondering, what would you think about using something like this? I mean, I'm gonna have to like adjust the stuff, but it was an interesting idea, and I thought I would try that out. And there's some other games that I have that's on here, but that one kind of threw out here. And then if we could look at the library real quick, I have Lethal Company. I have Beat Saber, but I'm not gonna play Beat Saber on the stream. Ain't nobody want to see all that. But Deep Rock Galactic's on there, and I have that. Fallout 4, I have that. Cult of the Lamb, I have that. Bloodstain, I have that. Sons of the Forest, I have that. The Forest, I have that. Obviously, I have RimWorld. I have the Enter the Gungeon. I have Death's Door. I have Dungeons, but not 4. Spoiling food would be my nemesis. Yeah. So, like, I was thinking that I was going to make the ones that fuck with me the hardest, the most expensive to get. Because like I don't know, man. Like, I don't want it to be so cheap where people are just fucking spamming bullshit coming at me left and right. It'd be horrible. There's Terraria. I have that. Oh, I have Isaac, and then they have a couple of stuff, but I think they require you to do emulators and ROM. Oh, Subnautica. I have that. But there's a lot of cool stuff on here. I don't think they have a huge thing for me to want to warrant me doing a subscription, especially since we don't have that many followers yet. But eventually, I'll probably, if it becomes good enough, I'll probably pay for it, and we can do a lot more with it. But that's an idea. Just figured I'd throw that out there. Jeez, a Leviathan jump scare. Well, there's a lot of things we can do. There's a lot of things we can do, but that's what I want to work towards. So hopefully you guys will be interested in that. I just need some feedback and what you like to do, and maybe I'll do a stream where we customize it together with me and everyone else, and we can basically manipulate a game to be the most ridiculous game we've ever played in our entire lives. I think I'm probably gonna be due for some core energy. Whoopsies. Come on. Jesus. Maybe zooming in will help. Oh. Did not mean to do that. No, he did. He did. You forgot to join. You gotta press exclamation scramble. You forgot to do that. You would have got the prize on that one. Lies, robot! I see where you're at. I know what you're doing. But yeah, I've been so dedicated to making you guys to making it so you guys could have a lot of fun interacting with the streams. So I'm up for any ideas really, and feedback is always appreciated. I know I repeat that over and over, but you don't understand how important that is for me. Just being able to talk to you and enjoy games with you is important to me, but making it a better experience for you is even better.
Flight mode.
Core energy refuel now. No! Okay. Yeah. We know. Take a couple of these logs and just take a chill pill, buddy. To think that I am using 300 megajoules. No, I think that's what I'm using right now. Generating. Oh, the fuel energy. Energy shield is 300 megajoules. Durability. I can customize armor. Oh, I didn't know you could do this. What the fuck? Is this new? Is this part of the research? Oh my god. What can you do? Can I make myself a super evil robot? Ooh, let's see what these are. Oh. Looking a little frisky there, Mr. Robot. How about Icarus, too? Wow, you can really do a lot with this. I didn't even know. This just made the game infinitely more better for me. I might play around with this later. That's going to take me a minute to learn how to do, though. About the scramble, chingas. I would never thought that this game would do this. No, I would never have thought that either, but shit, man. All the more power to them. I kind of want to play around with it for a little bit. I might just do a dedicated stream just to making a robot. That's how fun it sounds. For me, anyway. Alright, let's take a look at what we can build now, because we've been running around doing all sorts of defensive procedures and making sure everything's protected. But we haven't actually gotten to the nitty-gritty of what we've been researching lately. So, I know that I haven't been touching up on these, the technology tree, currently. So it might take a minute. Just a minute. What's this unlock anyway? Ooh. After on top of the floor of the depot, the logistics bot will automatically deliver the depot's contents to Icarus's inventory or logistics distributors. Oh. That's cool as fuck. So as long as I'm in that range, I can have whatever item I want. It says short distance, but I wonder how the range is. Because if it's a pretty big range or a decent sized range, I'll be popping those things everywhere. Are you kidding me? It looks like we're having power issues, so we need to build some stuff. So instead of waiting around, let's go ahead and fix that situation. Oh no, why was it blinking? Alright, let's look for copper and coal in the same vicinity to make missiles. And look, ask and you shall receive. And we got some iron in here too? Perfect. This is the spot for missiles. I found my missile factory. We just got to build it now. So we're going to need 3 of these. I can only produce 2. What am I missing? Copper. That's what I'm missing. No problem. There's a copper vein right here. Nothing like some good old missile work to make this base look so pretty. Now that we're doing that at the moment. Okay, maybe it's not that I'm missing. Maybe it's just straight up iron. This is not a lot of iron reserves, though. I don't know if I want to use this spot. No, we got some iron here. Yeah, we'll run iron from here, because that's not a whole lot. That's not going to do me shit. I'm going to run out of missiles before, after 10 waves, I'm going to run out of missiles. Build Megatron or Voltron? Well, what's the saying Optimus always says? Something rollout. Something roll out. I wish I could do the voice. My voice doesn't hit that low. I've been practicing a little bit, but it doesn't matter how hard I try. I can't hit a certain octave that low octave is almost impossible for me to reach. And I don't understand why. Because from what I understand, the higher you go, the higher you sing, the more you have to work your way up there to perfect it. The soprano is extremely high, alto is really high. You have to kind of, exercise it. But I don't know if it's the same way with lowering, lowering your octave, hitting tenor or bass. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not a scientist. Alright, now we should be able to build 3 of these. Let's mine some magic. I can't believe I'm going to use these 3 resources to missile launch the whole area. Should be fun, though. Alright, first up, let us build 10 of these. Because that's super necessary. Any minute now. Hello? 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 Taking forever like this. Don't you know that I have things to do, people to see, robots to build? Oh, what do we got here? It's trivia time. Type the number of the answer to the following question. What COD death streak but for us viewers, Tangla has some solid TTS and would be worth getting when your channel gets larger. TTS. What does TTS stand for? Oh, it was copycat. It's only featured in Modern Warfare 2, huh? Ah. Text to speech? Oh, yeah. That would help. Probably wouldn't have to turn my head so much. Sometimes I get a sore neck from doing that. Not complaining. It just does happen. I usually like lay back here and use my headrest like to lodge in my back of my neck when I'm done streaming. Just for like 5 minutes, just laying there like, oh, I need to separate my neck a little bit. Ooh, yes, baby. Yeah. You look like doo-doo, baby. Guess that's the only way I'm going to be able to do it. Let me throw some coal in here. It's going to look spectacular when I'm done. Looks like I'm going to have to turn it, though. Give me the good stuff. Alright, and stop flying. You're wasting gas. Now I sound like an old man. Turn off the lights, you're wasting gas. The lights aren't running on gas, Dad. I don't care. Alright, that should do for that. Get to work, robots. My range has increased quite a bit. That's nice. Run this tower all the way over here. I guess right here is fine. Okay, so we got 3 things. Now, how do we want to work this? How are we going to make this into a missile plant? So we're going to need a few things here. So, for example, let's take a look at what we need for a missile. So missiles require copper. So we're going to need copper bars. So let's go ahead and start with that. It's going to need copper bars. This is going to be the super spaghetti string crazy that I'm known for in Satisfactory. This is going to be horrible. What Modern Warfare 2 are they referencing? If it's the OG, I thought it was Martyrdom, but I've never heard of Copycat. I mean, we could take a look at it. We could look it up. We could see if my chat bot's retarded and doesn't know what they're talking about. Oh, looks like we're inviting, looks like we got a slot open for Content Collective if anybody is interested. Huh. We got a slot open for the Content Collective if anybody wants to join in and have support from a big team of content creators who work together and support each other any way they can when they have the time. We share advice and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to join. But it really depends. I think we have a slot of 20, so I don't know if that's changed. I need to ask some questions before I go any further with that discussion. We needed steel anyway. Let's go ahead and build the copper plate first. If we go down the line, we can kind of get a gist of how we want to build this factory. That's pretty much where I'm getting in here. Alright, so we need an assembler. Or a smelter. What is it? Smelter that does that? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Let's produce one of these. Actually, let's produce another one of these. Sometimes it's just easy to do it one at a time with these big things, because like I noticed that if I like try to build 3 of these at the same time, it's not gonna work. It's going to fail immediately. And I don't think I need a smelter for coal. I think that coal is just, I don't even have to mess with it, which is a good thing. I just got to run the conveyor line. That works for me. Holy shit, really? That's awesome. Welcome, Megs B! How's it going? Thanks for joining the stream for the first time. Don't be shy and have fun. There's some games that come out periodically, but you can also play games if you type it in the chat. We have Scramble, Trivia, and I believe Hangman at the very moment. If you guys want to play that, just put exclamation Scramble, all lowercase, exclamation Trivia, all lowercase, or exclamation Hangman, all lowercase. Alright. I don't know if I have to explain that, but it's probably better that I do, just in case. Alright, let's put the smelter here. Throw in a little conveyor here. I'm gonna have to build these damn sorters on Alright, fair enough. These on here, just not directly in front of it, so I don't block my production. Make copper.
Replication complete.
Thank you. Good job, Lady Robot. Alright, that's the first step for the missile. Let's move on to the next step. How do I make the next one? So we need copper and 3 computer chips. So let's do computer chips next. What do I need for computer chips? Steel and copper. So we'll make a separate line for copper. How I'll do that is I'll make it split. I'll put a splitter on here. Make it look good. It looked pretty. But yeah, if I would have known that in Modern Warfare 2, I probably would have joined it myself. Alright, Rhythm Creative needs to be banned. I am going to ban the shit out of you. Get out of here. We don't want you to sell no stuff to me. I don't buy viewers. That's stupid. Why? It's dishonest. And it defeats the purpose. What's wrong with people? Okay, so we'll run a conveyor into here. Oh yeah. smelt over here, so let's put a smelter here. This is gonna be the most spaghetti-ish shit I've ever built in my life. Alright. Stick that sucker right here. That's gonna be that. I forgot. I need another sorter. Just build 2 of these, because that would probably be more beneficial to me in the long run, even though it's going to take forever. I can't believe you have to use 2 of these or 4 of these for 4 of these.
The production facility has stopped running.
No!
If it's not due to a power failure, check if products overflow, or if there aren't enough raw materials. These may cause facilities to fail. Plan your factory in a reasonable manner.
I did,
Balance
okay.
production and consumption to ensure orderly operation.
Replication complete.
I already did, but resources are not infinite. How am I supposed to handle that? I don't understand you. What's wrong with you? I heard production complete. Or no, that... Oh yeah, there's... Woo! Thought I was losing my mind for a minute. Alright, so according to this, we need to use steel and copper to create something. So we're going to have to meet in the middle here. In that old Georgia line. 10 million viewers for 1 penny or no deal. Goodbye, Rhythm Creative. Thanks for stopping by. I'm definitely going to make sure that you are reported, good sir. You're not going to come up on my damn channel and go ahead and start doing that. I'm going to ban him. And then... I guess we could do report. Nudity, hateful bullying, violence, spam, scans, bots. Boom. It's spam. Or no, scam. There we go. Selling viewers. Future reference. Do not come on my channel trying to sell viewers because I'm going to do this from now on. You will be reported, you will be banned, and you can have to create another account and do it all over again. Because I don't give a fuck. Evil laughter! How dare you come on my channel and try to sell me viewers? You bastards. Have you no shame? Alright, so, according to this, chips require 2 steel and 1 that. So we need to build a assembler, right?
Research complete.
Sweet! I unlocked the photon stuff? What? Photon combiner. It continuously absorbs low energy photons to create a high energy photon. Try using grading crystals to produce it. The process may surprise you. I think everything about this game surprises me. I just found that I can customize my bot. That's fucking awesome. Goodbye, MixP. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you coming by and visiting just for a short while. I believe you can have stream elements or whatever it is auto-delete the links. Well, I had it where nobody could send links, but you know, the problem is that in case somebody wants to share those links, I don't want you guys to be like banned for it either. So that's why I'm kind of like avoiding it. I prefer to ban them for myself entirely and get that out of the way, as opposed to having to worry about if you guys wanted to share something, I have to undo it and then redo it when you're done doing it. That would be too much work. Let's just ban them. Let's ban and report them. No more of that stuff. Alright, now I need an assembly machine. We only need one. And that only took me like 1 minute to do, I guess. Or 2 minutes. Or a minute and a half. I don't know how long it took me. It was the first time doing it, but I'd be able to do it quicker now. I'm like, click, click, click. Woo! Are you done building this?
Replication complete.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and put that down here. Whoa, let's see. Pull up on the big screen and ban them like Asmongold. That would be entertaining. Hey, Gen-Dro, it's time for another daily poll. Which game from this weekend do you feel resonated the most with you? Come by and watch me live so you can answer that poll question yourself. If you guys like Gen-Dro Studios and you want to see more of your kind of content, just let me know. We can do that. We can set something up. We can do a little fun. Or you can come by on Discord if you don't want to do the poll, and you can go ahead and visit me directly and ask me couple suggestions, you know, and I have chat bars for every single one, so you can, whether you want to talk about your dog, whether you want to talk about games you love, whether you want to see a different game come out, you can go ahead on Discord and check that out. And remember, I may not be able to answer right away because I'm busy, but I will answer you that day. Always. I promise. You can ask Hellfire. He does. My heart says game one, but I think I'd rather see you beat up a Rathless, so... Hellfire voted on Monster Hunter Rise! Now that's a surprise. You know, the last time I streamed it, I didn't get a lot of people coming in. It might be a little hard to do that. I want to get a team going, though. I really like Monster Hunter, and if I could find a Monster Hunter team to work with, that'd be awesome. I'm always down for a team of Monster Hunter. I'm gonna need some conveyor belts, aren't I? Production has gone to a halt. Can't do shit right now. Should probably make a bunch of conveyors though. That should be good. Alright guys, I think it's probably around that time to go ahead and end it here. Next week's stream, we'll be working on building missiles launchers all over the base. And then after we do that, we're going to check up on what resources I ran out of and replenish them with another source, which means more building, more stuff to do. And I hope that you guys will join me on this journey while I do that. And we're slowly researching as we're doing all this. So it's like a cool little project that I do while I'm trying to upgrade. It gives me something to do, have you guys something to watch, and I upgrade in the process, which will take forever! For a very long time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget that you can follow and subscribe to me on YouTube and twitch.tv/gen_dro. All links are provided on the profiles. Don't forget to visit my Discord if you want to share something or just talk to me. Either way, I'm always available. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. I will see you at 9:30 with Hades 2. So don't forget to come by and watch that. Bye, guys.